Welcome students, welcome to the second part of the Patriot poem. Okay, what were we discussing about the patriot? And the speaker of the poem is a patriot who narrates the story of his golden past, right? He remembers the day a year ago when he was given a grand welcome on his arrival to his country or town, and people has thrown roses, myrtle in his path in order to welcome him. And houses were and the roofs of the buildings were just swaying because of the people were just rushing, shouting to see a face of the patriot. And the church spires were decorated with beautiful flags, and they are on a grand welcome. They are giving a grand welcome in order to welcome our patriot. In the second stanza, we saw that if a patriot had asked the crowd to give if he had asked the sun from the sky, they would have given the sun from the sky. So much of love, affection they are having towards the patriot. Again, in the third stanza, the patriot said that he has done something something those a common man cannot do. He had done something extraordinary things to the countrymen, to his country. So he was just having a contrast between the present situation and the past situation. Now he is in the present situation. Now the entry of the patriot was he is going to the sentence him to the death. He is just moving towards the hanging place where he is going to get executed. The poem is narrated in that particular moment. You get the idea about the patriot. Now he is going to the he is now entering to the place where he is going to get executed. But these are the thoughts when he in his mind when he was just walking towards the hanging place. He has in thoughts, before 1 year the same day I was getting so much of love and affection from my countrymen. Now I am going to be executed in front of my country people. So what are the treatments now I am getting from these country people? Okay, now we will go to the fourth stanza. There is nobody on the housetops now, just pallets few at the window set, for the best of the sights is all alone. At Shambles Gate, or better yet, by the very scaffold foot I trove. Wow. So what does the patriot here says that he could there is a contrast between the first stanza and the fourth stanza. Can you say what is the contrast between the first stanza and the fourth stanza? Yes, absolutely. There was a huge crowd in the first stanza in order to see our patriot. Maybe he is coming after from some victory, so the people are just rushing, shouting in order to see the patriot. Now there is nobody on the housetops. So now there is nobody in the house. No, the people are not. No, there is nobody. A single person is not there in the housetops. Only just a palace, a few at the window set, means there are only paralyzed people, those who are not able to move from one place to another. Here the point mentions that elder people, and those who are paralyzed people, he can see in the window side of the houses. For the burst of sight is all alone. Where are the rest of the country people? We can see they are at the Shambles Gate. Shambles Gate means the place where the people are getting executed publicly. They will be getting hanged. We can see those people who are contempt of some misdeeds, they are going to be hanged publicly. The place is called Shambles. So all the people where they are gathered at Shambles Gate, and they are waiting for the patriot to be get hanged. They are eagerly getting the patriot to be get hanged in front of them. So the patriot is going to hang in front of this public. He is going to get hanged publicly. He is going to get executed publicly. Shambles Gates means where the place is where the person or the culprit is going to be hanged publicly in front of the people. So all the people has gathered in the Shambles Gate. By the very scaffold foot I drove. Scaffold foot means it's a place. It's a platform, it's like just a temporary structure on the outside of the building in order to people to sit and see. There for them it will be a raised platform, so they will get a closer view of the person that is going to be hanged in the public place, so they can easily have a very closer view. So they are eagerly waiting for the patriot to be hanged. I go in the rain and more than deeds. I rope cut both my wrists behind, and I think by the feel my forehead bleeds. For they fling for whoever has a mind stones at me for my years misdeeds. So here in the fifth stanza, the patriot says that it is raining. I am walking in the rain, and the speaker is now moving in the rain towards his end. His wrists are get cut by the rope used to tie his hand behind. His hands are tied very sharply, very tightly, and his wrist is getting bleeding, and the wrist is bleeding profusely. The blood is coming profusely. The public at that once regarded him with a great respect now throw stones at him. Now with love and affection, there is another contrast between the first stanza and this stanza. There is the same word that has been used. First we see the roses all the way. See here a rope. See, there is again a contrast between the rope and the rose, because there is the same, we can say alliteration. See, there is a same, but here the rose, there the rose stands for the love and affection. Here the rope stands for something extremely negative thing is going to happen. What are the people are just throwing stones at them, a patriot, and the patriot he's just bleeding from the head everywhere. He's getting bleeding, and he's just bleeding. For they fling whoever has mind stones at me for my ears misdeed. So he is not telling what mistakes he has done, but some mistakes he has done. For that he is getting publicly executed, publicly hanged. Thus I entered, and thus I go. In terms, people have dropped down dead, paid by the world. What dost thou owe me? God might question now instead. This God shall repay. I am safer. So that in the last stanza, he is having a very positive attitude. He is having a positive attitude and negative thinkings. Everything is coming into his mind. He thinks that the world that he is living now is not a safer place for me. The God, and I will go to the God. I will, in after death I will be going to my God, and the God will reward or repay me in the right manner for whatever mischief I have done. If he feels that I have done something wrong, I will be paid for it. I will be getting some punishment from the God, and for what he has done. So he feels that he will be safer in the hands of the God, better than safer in the hands of these people. Here dust means dust dust means do, and though means you. So he feels that he will be safe in the hands of the God, because he don't feel that he won't be safer in the hands of these people. There is a contrast between the first and the last stanza again, because first he was having he said that he had done so many things to his countrymen, and they are giving love and affection to them. And the last he said that he is not trusted, he is not going, he just misled by the he's just having a just negative thoughts to the countryman. Why? Because the countryman had just given him reward. What kind of reward the patriot has given? The patriot has given only stones. They are just throwing the stones at the patriot, because they, without knowing or unknowingly, they are just throwing the stones against the patriot. They are not able to believe the patriot. They are not able to recognize what all good things that the patriot had done for the country. So he feels that he will be in the safer hands after his death. So here again the patriot says that life is uncertain. We cannot say that life can be smoother or always be good. A hero can be a villain after a few days. This is a very dark contrast the Robert Browning is bringing in through this poem. I hope all have you understood this poem. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.